touchdown! His second scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Yeah, like.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. First and 10, here's Jones.
Here we go.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground with Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has the connection to Jones. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Darnold. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Jones trying the left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. The Vikings in need of some points before the break. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. On again comes Ryan White for another punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Lions are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. On first down, it's Goff. Finds Laporta. Hits the 20. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. 2nd and 1. Finds a man right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Darnold to throw. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
He's on the move. He's keeping it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First down, ball at the 36. Now Darnold has the connection to Hawkinson. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Field goal unit out there on second down as they try for 3 here before halftime. This will be a 44-yard look. Smith able to put it through. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Reynolds with a return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've arrived dealing with some time constraints, it seems. We'll bypass halftime and get right back to the action. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense headed out to start this third quarter. And that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. They go play action here. He's throwing deep to the left side. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions have the football at the 27-yard line. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. A fourth for him in this game, and one more ties the record. As he nabs another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kayla. Really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Chandler now on the return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. He's got him. That's Addison. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. At the 20. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. First and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. And the trick play doesn't pay off. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Now a give to Jones. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Able to find Hawkinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now. From the 47. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. On the carry, this is Jones. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And this is away, wisely headed for the sideline to avoid that return. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. One of the tight ends in motion left. They go play action with Goff. He finds Laporta. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions piling onto the scoreboard yet again. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Off play action, Goff. And that's caught. Great call, even if the points weren't needed. The lead swells by another 2. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
This is Jones. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pass is caught by Addison. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, Jones gets it. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Darnold now to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Hockenson reels it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. They give to Jones, right side.
Holding.
A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding, offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Now they send their back in motion right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Akers. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Darnold looking to throw. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. They'll throw it on 1st and goal. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Snap it.
They just get the play off. Jones reels it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now they'll get some time to mold this decision. They'll have 4th and goal after the break. The Vikings have it to start the 4th, and given that score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Returns looking good so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. 1st down throw from Goff. Laporta with the grab. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion left. Working inside the red zone.
Come on.
No one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not...
And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions into an insurmountable lead. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So now here's 3rd and 5. Darnold. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Here's Darnold to throw. That's caught in stride by Addison. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 46. Has the connection to Hawkinson. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Running right, this is Jones. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. It's Jones on the toss. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it! Touchdown! The Vikings making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings take 7 points off the deficit. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Reynolds with a return. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to... And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run again with Montgomery. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Handoff running right, Montgomery. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions put this one away a long time ago. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Motioning the tight end left. From the 48. Finds Laporta. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Lions throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 6th of the game. That's the first NFL player to catch that many in one contest. Wow. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Well, they don't get it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock. As I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you and many others maybe aren't a fan of that call.
I don't feel like I'm that old. I really don't.
You don't look that old.
Well, thank you. But yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time.
Another drive coming up for this offense. Now Darnold. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. To throw, here's Darnold. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Going the other way, Lions have it!
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is...
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Lions are running them out of the building. David Montgomery with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. He's throwing for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th. All right, I might have understood this a couple of touchdowns ago. At this point, I'm not sure you can find much justification for going for 2, but they did, and that landslide grows bigger still.
Kate, does this feel personal to you?
Yeah, it does.
It does, right? This feels personal, and honestly, I'm having a flashback to Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, USC, Stanford. After the game, when those 2 went out on the field, we're like, what's your deal?
Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. That one's cut along the left sideline. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them